Yeah, I'll be right there. Give me 1 sec, okay? So with the holiday season right around the corner, I think a lot of you guys might be traveling overseas. This is my top pick of the travel / tech essentials that I'll be bringing with me for the holidays. Alright, so what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at some of the travel / tech essentials that I usually bring with me when I'm on the road. So this is going to be a roundup of basically all the important things and all the little things that I need for when I'm traveling. I've tried to make this whole tech setup kind of efficient and really just focusing on the things that I need, making my travel process smooth and just make sure that I have everything all the time and that I'm not losing my things. So with all that being said, without any further ado, let's jump right into it and get into the first item, which is my luggage. So obviously, if you're going to be traveling, taking a plane, maybe a train, you're going on a slightly longer trip, maybe a family trip, you're going to need a really good luggage. This is the level 8 luggage. Right here, I'm using the carry-on. Typically, when I travel, I like to keep a carry-on just because it's a smaller form factor and it's easier to pack all of my things. I found myself like kind of this formula where I like fold all my clothes in like these little small containers and I just put everything in a carry-on and it gets the job done for me. But this is one of their luggage sets that I really enjoy. It has a really simple, clean design. So you'll see all around it has this really nice texture. It's very resistant and rugged. It'll definitely be waterproof. You're gonna have all of the protection that you need. One of the first things that I love about this luggage specifically is that you can secure your luggage in different ways. So it has these 2 clips here for the zippers that you can clip, so it avoids for the zippers to be dangling and just kind of being loose all over the place. But you can also lock the luggage, which is really nice. It has a combination safe here for 3 digits. You can choose your code. Very nice, very convenient. Now that's something for me that's super convenient because I want to have that element of safety. In terms of design, you'll really find all of the basics and all of the essentials that you would typically find on luggages. It has multi-directional wheels that actually work really smoothly. I was a little surprised, and they have a nice little branding on them. So it stands apart. People will definitely recognize your luggage when you're rocking it at the airport or maybe just moving through different cities. And it has your typical pull-out arm that you'll find on most luggages. It's really nice. It's made out of this nice premium, like durable plastic, so it's not gonna be breaking any minute now. Now, with that being said, they also offer a lot of other varieties in terms of models, and not only models, but also different luggage sizes. I did pick up the full travel size luggage. I might be using that in the near future. Actually, it's gonna come in really convenient to have a combo set of the carry-on and the luggage. Not only is it easier for you to spot your luggage at the airport, but it also allows to keep this kind of like nice fluidity between both of your luggages. So currently at this time and point, if you are looking for a luggage for maybe the holidays or you want to take advantage of their Black Friday deal, then this is the perfect time to do so. If you're interested, I've left all the information and the links in the description down below, so don't miss out on these luggages. They're absolutely amazing. The quality is really unmatched and I'm really thankful, and I want to give a huge shout out to Level 8 for making this video possible. With that being said, if you're interested, click the link in the description down below. Let's move on to the next thing. What's going on, GQ? My name is Victor and this is 10 things that I can't live without. I'm obviously just playing. For this part, I have a few things I want to cover. It's gonna be revolving mainly around tech and also a bunch of other little miscellaneous things. Since there's quite a few things on the list, let's jump right into it without any further ado. So for the first pieces of tech that I would say, these are probably the more important ones out of the whole list. Definitely my MacBook Pro and my iPad. My iPad specifically doesn't get that much use because it's just kind of more minimal. It's more like of a side device. I really like it on the plane. I'll typically download movies and I'll watch that on the iPad. But the MacBook Pro is an absolute must for me. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. I get a lot of work done on this, whether it's editing, Photoshop, video editing, all of that stuff. It's basically my studio on the go. So whether I'm traveling with the carry-on or a full-size luggage, I'll typically keep all of my big necessities in there. So that's all the clothes, jackets, shoes, all of these things will stay in the luggage. This is one of the things that I've been using for recently. It's a backpack. It's a small kind of like faux leather backpack I picked up at Zara. It was on sale like probably a few weeks ago, but I've had it for the better part of the last few weeks and it's been really nice. It has a simple design. I really wanted something less flashy and just a little bit more spacious. It has a nice front pocket with magnets that keeps everything inside of there. It's really convenient. For example, I want to put some earbuds or just a few cables and things of that nature, maybe like a passport. That's usually what I keep it for. So that's kind of what I keep in the backpack. You know, I have all of my little nicks and knacks that I will basically get into. I'm going to show you guys all of the things that I bring. Now with that said, some of the other stuff that I keep with me, obviously my iPhone. This is kind of a no-brainer. I don't really need to get into this, but yeah, iPhone, still rocking the 13 Pro Max. I've been kind of going back and forth debating whether I wanted to upgrade to the 16 Pro Max. I'm still not sure. I really am content with the 13 Pro Max. I just really like this phone. I think it's still a really good bang for your buck. It has great value, still good performance. The only thing would probably be the battery, but even so, I'm not that heavy of a user in general, so it still gets the job done for me. iPhone 13 Pro Max. I might upgrade, might not. If I do, I'll keep you guys in the loop. Now, with that said, these are two particular accessories that I keep with the iPhone. This is a small power bank from Banks. I've had this one for the better part of a few months now. It's really nice. I actually really like it. It's very small and it's very reminiscent of the actual first power bank that Apple provided for their customers. It's just kind of like in the same similar design. It has a USB-A port and a USB-C, a power button, and LED indicators that show you how much charged the battery has. Now you'll see here, kind of like side to side, I kind of have a theme. You know, I have a white case, white charger, and I'm gonna get into this in a minute, but yeah, white case, super simple, just kind of slaps onto the iPhone and it charges easily. With that said, this is also another thing that I tend to keep with me. This is the Moft MagSafe wallet. It's small, it's simple, but why I like this one specifically is the MagSafe is really strong. Like this thing is not going anywhere. You can shake the freaking hell out of this thing and it's not going anywhere. This is convenient for me when I'm traveling because a lot of times I'll be taking my phone in and out of my pockets, in and out of my backpack. So I want to be able to rely on something. This also gives me functionality. I could put like a card or two in there, you know, maybe put something temporarily while I'm traveling just so I don't lose my things and it's of quick access. And the good thing about this one is that it also has double functionality. You can use it as a kickstand. You know, sometimes I'll be like on the plane or I'll be, you know, waiting in the airport. This is convenient. It allows me to just kind of kick up my phone and use it that way. So kind of moving along in the same wavelength of the iPhone and tech stuff. This is some of the headphones that I keep with me. I have three in particular here, and I don't always travel with all three. Obviously, it really depends how big the trip is, how long am I leaving the country for. But as you'll see here, I'm clearly a Beats fanboy. I just love Beats. I mean, if you guys have any experience with Beats, you'll know that these things are absolutely amazing. Now the Power Beats Pro is probably one of my favorite tech products, I would say, of all time. It's generally a masterpiece. Whoever crafted this, you know, just needs a raise because they cooked on this. This thing is fire. In that same wavelength, again, Beats. This is another product. These are the Beats Studio Pros. Again, I had the Beats Solos for the better part of like my whole high school days, and I love the Beats for their battery life and for the sound quality, but the Solos were just so painful. This bigger ear cuff, a lot more comfortable, nice. It also has active noise canceling, which I really like. Just been using them ever since, kind of like a go-to pair. It also comes with a cable, so it's easy for me to use them on the go if I ever want to plug them to my MacBook and just edit on the fly. Kind of one more addition, I've been really enjoying these Denon earbuds. They're really good, very, very small form factor. Like this is like a little pill shape, and it kind of reminds me of the Beats pill shape. So that's kind of why I added to my mix here, to my rotation. Very nice, simple setup. Clean white matte finish. Now naturally, traveling overseas, you're gonna need a passport. This has been kind of like my combo mix go-to for the better part of the last few months. I've had this passport sleeve. I actually picked this up, I think during the holidays, maybe like 2-3 years ago at Coach. It's still basically brand new. I didn't really use it that much. It hasn't gotten that much wear and tear. But again, keep in mind, I'm not traveling every other week, right? So it's been really simple. But what's really good about this one is that it has a simple design. So it keeps my passport. It has a passport sleeve. And then you have extra pockets here. I actually have some old boarding passes from like my previous trips. I think this is from when I went to, yeah, it says Rome. So when I went to Italy last summer, very fun trip, had a good time. But you know, it allows you to keep some stuff in here, boarding pass. You have more slots here in the front. Maybe you want to keep some cards or some important information that you have with you on the fly. And again, kind of just decided to throw this in, even though I typically don't bring this when I travel. I just need like a few of the cards. Hence, this is why the MagSafe wallet will come in handy. I'll typically pick like my, you know, my business credit card and maybe like an ID or something and keep this in here. Now this right here is one of the more bad boy things that I keep with me. It's actually a pretty heavy piece of tech. And actually kind of, you know, I sometimes I always debate whether I want to take this with me or not, but every single time I bring it, I thank myself because this thing is absolutely amazing. This is the Ohi power bank. This thing is an absolute monster. It's a 40,000 milliamp hour power bank. It's just absolutely amazing. It charges pretty quick, the power bank itself, but it outputs so much power. It can output up to 140 watts, and it can charge like multiple devices at once. You can get basically like, I think somewhere close to like 6 charges of your iPhone. You can get 4 charges of your iPad, and 1.5 charges of your MacBook Pro. Not obviously all stacked, but like if you were to use the power bank just to charge your iPhone, you could charge your iPhone 6 times, or you could charge 6 iPhones, but you get the point. Very, very good. This thing is, it's a little heavy, sometimes a little bit kind of on the edge if I want to bring it or not, but I guarantee you this thing is so worth it. It's just an absolute powerhouse. Now these right here are 2 other items that I always have with me, and this is more related towards my camera gear. The camera that I use is a Sony a7 Mark III. That's currently what I'm recording this video on. This is a GorillaPod. It goes without saying, if you're a content creator or if you've made videos in the past, you kind of know a little bit about this. This I always have with me and I keep with me, but like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do get some weird looks, especially at the airport. People think it's, you know, everything but a tripod. So it is what it is, but it's kind of funny. Sometimes I'll have some laughs with like, you know, borders and whatever. So it's kind of funny, but I always need it. It's convenient. This right here is my kind of like small tech pouch. This right here is kind of like my small tech pouch. I've had this for the better part of like, I think I picked this up last year for Black Friday actually. Very convenient. It's nice and small, compact. It's kind of like a little kid lunchbox, but not really, because you couldn't even fit a meal in here. But it's convenient. It has multiple compartments that allows me to keep some of my stuff. Here you'll see I have kind of like a shotgun microphone for my camera. It doesn't get that much use. It's not that great. I need to upgrade. I want to get a Rode one, but just kind of haven't really felt the need to upgrade just because I don't use this one as much. Now this here is an ND filter. I'm not going to get too much into detail. This is really just to kind of create a nicer look, especially when you're filming outside. You know, this kind of like helps balance light, exposure, shadows, and all these things. Kind of creates a nice like look, and it just overall creates better content. It helps me on the go. In this pouch I keep some of the stuff that I need. So like I have a USB-C cable here. It's very convenient. I have another USB-C here to kind of like charge some devices, or if anything I need some of that. And I do have some small outlets. Again, fast watt here, 20 watts. This is usually to keep to charge my iPhone. I need this on the fly. I will keep that. I have other stuff here too. I have like a European outlet port. This is very convenient. You guys want to keep these on your backpack because you're going to get abroad, you're going to be abroad, and you're going to want to charge your stuff, and you're going to realize that it doesn't fit, the plug is not the same. So keep these. So yeah, small essential pouch kind of keeps the essentials, some of the stuff that I need. All right, so kind of moving into some things that are a little bit more miscellaneous. I always have a pack of cards. Now actually this is pretty funny. A lot of my friends kind of like laugh at me for this, or they'll be like, yo, why do you always have cards with you? But they're convenient. You never really know when you're going to be at the airport, you're going to be bored. Cards come in handy. They're very nice, very versatile. You can play so many games, and you know, this thing is absolutely, you know, tiny. It just doesn't take any space. You can bring this absolutely everywhere. So yeah, I typically always keep one in my backpack at whether I'm going to school, whether I'm traveling. Always have a deck of cards. Bicycles kind of like my favorite ones. They're very affordable, very accessible, so you'll always find bicycle cards pretty much everywhere. Now another thing that I kind of keep with me is a watch. This is a simple timepiece from Guess. Very, very minimal. It's, you know, it's kind of like in that similar Rolex style, but it's far from being a Rolex. But it's nice. I really like just the overall color pattern, the green face, the two-tone, the silver and gold. And it's like a smaller watch face. I don't really like the big chunky watches, so this is nice and portable. Kind of always have it with me. A watch is always convenient. You know, it's also nice to have a timepiece, so that's kind of about it for that. Now, I did want to bring this up. It's a little bit kind of like miscellaneous, but you know, I guess it would fit into the category. Typically when I travel, I like to always have some sort of nice shoes, nice sneakers. Here you'll see this is some of the shoes that I've been rocking lately. A pair of Apex shoes from Represent. Represent clothing is one of my favorite brands. They have some really, really nice stuff. A lot of the stuff is like crafted in Italy, just really nice. These are made, I think, of full vegan leather, so they're nice. They're very premium, very quality. I like these a lot, and the colorway for me is just what sold me on these. I just love the white and green. Kind of a good, you know, summer travel shoe. They go well with like some baggy jeans, or you can wear them with like a nice button-up shirt. Kind of like that oversized floral kind of vibe, or you know, those like resort shirts, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, represent. Kind of keep these shoes. Typically, I'll keep this in my luggage, but since these don't take that much space, I'll have some space to fit them in my backpack. Considering my new backpack is a lot more spacious, I'll keep that with me. Let me know, do you guys bring this kind of stuff on travel? Obviously, if you have a big luggage, you're gonna fit some shoes, you're gonna need something to walk with. Now, with all that being said, that's kind of like the wrap up on all of the tech things that I keep with me when I travel. I like to try and keep it minimal, not overflow my carry. You know, they always say travel light, and I definitely stand by that, guys. I've made the mistake once where I've traveled with so many things and I had a heavy baggage, and I'm never doing that again just because it's so inconvenient. Try to keep it simple, keep it minimal, focus on the things that you're actually gonna use, and, you know, just maximize your space. But yeah, this is kind of what I keep with me when I travel. I want to give another big thank you to Level 8 for making this video possible. Check out the luggages, they're really, really nice. Like, they're some of the nicest luggages I've seen. Super clean, very nice minimalist design. Just a big fan of them. So yeah, everything, I'll try to link everything in the description down below. I know there's a lot of stuff here, so I'll try to keep most of this link in the description down below. If I missed on something, feel free to let me know in the comments. With that being said, let me know if you're traveling this semester, if you want to take advantage of maybe the Black Friday sales for the luggage or anything. All of that is down below. Thank you once again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. I have to get back to some work. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck in everything you do, and I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.